Thank you so much, Andrea. It's a great pleasure to join this panel, and I appreciate the ACLU hosting a panel on this historic day. While it's great to see the progress women as a whole have made in the last 100 years, it's sometimes shocking to see just how far we still must go to achieve equality across a wide range of measures. The strongest tribute we can now pay to the women who marched more than a century ago and then again during the civil rights movement is by voting for and electing more women to office at all levels. Women make up more than half the population in this country, and we must do more to achieve parity as elected officials, C-suite executives, and board members of large corporations. While women have served in Congress from Georgia since 1940, Georgia has never been represented by more than one woman in Congress at a single time, but we're on the cusp of great change. There's a strong possibility 3 Democratic women and 1 Republican woman will represent Georgia in our 14-member congressional delegation come January. Further, a Republican woman currently serves in the United States Senate by appointment, and she's also on the ballot. But Georgia lags far behind other states for women serving in statewide office. The only woman currently serving statewide is a Republican appointed to the Public Service Commission in 2018. There are 5 other women who have served statewide, but none ever as governor or lieutenant governor, although by George, we tried real hard in 2018. Georgia Windless founders began meeting 21 summers ago after a very well-qualified woman lost her bid for lieutenant governor. After complaining and commiserating, we decided it was high time to organize a formal way to give Georgia's Democratic pro-choice women candidates the same kind of support which had always existed for men as a result of the well-entrenched Good Old Boys Network. We followed the lead of Emily's List on the national level and endorsed our first candidates in 2000. We made history by endorsing the election of the first lesbian legislator in the Southeast, Carla Drenner. She serves to this day. As you mentioned, we recruit, train, and endorse Democratic pro-choice candidates. And while we train women for all kinds of races, we focus our endorsement efforts on legislative and statewide office because it is the state legislature which makes decisions about reproductive freedom. City and county races in Georgia are nonpartisan, and of course, judicial candidates are not allowed to discuss issues they might later rule on. So while we train those women, we don't endorse or write them checks. As you mentioned, we've helped elect more than 70 women, 44 of whom currently serve. In 2018, 9 of our endorsed women flipped seats, and as a result, legislative delegations for Fulton, Gwinnett, and Cobb counties flipped from Republican to Democratic control for the first time in decades. Georgia leads the South with our 30.5% of women legislators and the nation for our percentage of Black women legislators. But those numbers can improve. There are record-setting numbers of women on the ballot in Georgia this November. Republicans have 24 women running for House seats and 2 women running for Senate seats. Democrats have 78 women running for House seats and 29 women running for Senate seats. Georgia Windless has endorsed 54 stellar women for this election season. You can read all about them on the Georgia Windless website, which is www.gawinlist.org. We are so proud of the highly qualified women, some of them with science backgrounds, some of them attorneys, and more than half with graduate degrees who are running for office with our endorsement this year. Thanks so much for including me on this panel, Andrea.